Current state of Anime Tower Defense Games, episode 3, I believe, April edition. We didn't have a March edition because I wasn't really uploading, and it was sort of dead. A little bit was dead, you know. There wasn't really much going on in the month of March. I don't think, not to my recollection. Just a bunch of small updates here and there. But April's been pretty eventful for some games, specifically Anime Vanguards and Anime Tower Defense. Anime World Tower Defense, sorry. In specific, those games have been quite good this month. So we'll go into covering. We'll also be covering Anime Adventures because let's sort of catch people up what's going on there. And Anime Reborn. I mean, I think I'm going to remove Reborn after this video. I'm not going to cover it anymore because I don't think there's much to cover there. I think the game's sort of fucking dead, isn't it? It's just not coming back at all. Yeah, quite shit. I'll maybe for the time being won't replace anything, so I'll just have the 3 because I do want to still sort of keep track with Anime Adventures to see if maybe there are sort of some improvements, just to see what's going on with the game, even if I'm not particularly playing it too much. But maybe I could get some recommendations as to what my 4th game would be. I know like ALS is quite big and there are a lot of people playing that, but I'm not really interested in that game. I've tried playing it multiple times. I played it on release actually. Because when AA first got taken down, all these tower defense games sort of just came up out of nowhere just to try like fill the void that AA obviously left behind. And ALS was one of them. I think it was one of the very first ones that actually sort of gained traction. And the game was, listen, there was nothing else to play, so it was okay. But as soon as there was anything else, like the game couldn't compete. And now, you know, the game's sitting on like 70k player, 40, was it 70, 40? I don't know, something like that, 50k players, give or take. And they update pretty consistently, but like, I don't know, man. I just can't stand playing that game. Something about it, I just don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't see myself playing it unless I literally force myself to make content on it without, because I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy the way the game feels. I don't like the overinflated numbers. I don't like how everything is scaled towards like glitched or fucking overlord or whatever. Like it all just feels sort of just fake and tacky to me. I'm just not a fan of it. Despite how many times I've tried to give it a shot. But yeah, I don't know. As for the 4th game, we'll see what happens. I've also hit 3,000 subscribers, which is pretty neat. Thanks for that. Big ups. Shout outs to there'll be a bunch of shout outs when I actually drop the 3,000 special. Which I haven't started working on yet, but I think I will probably either tomorrow, maybe today, get started on it a little bit because I think I could make something pretty cool. I don't think it would be censored or anything, but it would just be just a bunch of shit thrown together, and hopefully people will watch it. I do want to maybe include maybe like a Q&A section. I've gotten a bit of questions I posted on my Discord from some people so I can answer within the video. If you guys want to leave some questions in the comments below, and then if I get enough, I'll just pick some out and just answer them. It can be anything related, games, tower defense, literally it can be anything. Personal questions, whatever. And I'll just include them in the video and answer them, I guess. Obviously, if I get enough. If I don't, it is what it is, and we'll move on. But yeah, let's get started with Anime Vanguards. So, Anime Vanguards. This game has been quite on the uptrend recently. It's been dropping pretty good stuff. The last update, Dragon Ball Z. Some people I've heard like a little bit of negativity to it, but I don't think I think it's all misplaced. I think it was quite a good update. Maybe wasn't as massive as like I know they said like their Bleach update, like they'll never drop something like crazy again, and that update was insane. And this is like another full update. Does feel a bit like it's got a little bit of shortcomings compared to it, but I've literally got nothing. I've got barely. No, I don't think I have anything to complain about regarding this update. I think all the stuff that they've added has been pretty good. They've been pretty quick to fix certain like bugs that might come up. For example, with the new Odyssey game mode. The new units are really dope. I got a Monarch on a Vegeta. You know me. I'm a fucking goat. I'm a goat. But yeah, like I don't know. There's not really much to say apart from just the game is genuinely good. If you have taken a break from Anime Vanguards for the past couple, like maybe weeks, months, or something, and you want to try to get back into it, definitely come play new Battle Pass. You know, Devil May Cry units. I'm not really too into the series, so I don't really know too much about them. But I've heard the units themselves are pretty good. One thing I really like about this game is that they actually make the Battle Pass units good. Because coming from AA from like all those years back, they never made Battle Pass units good. Like they were always just sort of stat potential fodder. Like, and they were just so shit. But in this game, they're genuinely usable units. Like even in the first, like obviously we had Haruka Rin be one of the first battle pass units, and she's literally one of the only buffers in the game still who's still like really competent. And then they had Julius, who was meta DPS, meta support for the first bit of the game when he was like prevalent in. And now obviously we've got the Devil May Cry use Lucy, really good. Obviously these units aren't obtainable, but they will be tradable. They're all exclusive. So I guess the only we'll talk about the update, but the only things that I probably was a bit disappointed about is the fact that they didn't like with a 1.0 update, you sort of expect like a massive change to come in the game. You know what I mean? Like something pretty drastic. And obviously, Odyssey, I'd say, that's probably one of them. Like a big game mode that people will play. But Odyssey doesn't really. Odyssey's sort of like it's so hard to make good game modes for these sorts of games because the only reason people play these game modes is to get like traits and stuff. And I think the developers dropped Odyssey with like the intention of, oh, people will play it just to play the game. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's not a lot of people that actually like doing that, especially because I'm pretty sure the game mode itself is trait disabled. Like me personally, I don't really would want to play that because I spend money trying to get these traits on these characters that are like only to go into a game mode where I can't use the stuff that I paid for. It just seems sort of counterintuitive. And with Boss Rush, like when Boss Rush first dropped, it was also solo only. I'm pretty sure Odyssey is solo. Boss Rush dropped solo only, and they've changed that since to make it not solo only because they've noticed, okay, it's kind of like a shit idea. Like it's kind of it's traits disabled and it's solo only. This game, like, no, who really enjoys doing that? Like the concept was fun the very first time it dropped, but now that they've got 3 different boss rushes in the game that rotate on a weekly basis, nobody's like really getting excited to do boss rush. I'm pretty sure most people just macro them anyways. But yeah, Odyssey, I don't know, man. I'm not really sure how people feel about the game mode. I think there's a lot of positivity to it. I've heard it's quite good. It's sort of like a roguelike sort of like Dungeons from EA, but probably better made with a lot more interesting stuff. And AA is another one of those examples. The Dungeons is sort of just like a game. Like people play Binding of Isaac, the roguelike, because they want to play Binding of Isaac. There's not like some sort of you can't like re-roll on your little guy and get like unique. You know what I mean? You have to like the only reason you're playing the game is to play it. While some people play this game just to spin, which I know sounds kind of crazy, but like listen, bro, we love gambling, so that's like why we'd play these games. And if you spend like, pretty sure it takes quite a bit to complete a run on Odyssey, like a fair bit of time, and it only drops like 3 rerolls at the end of the whole ordeal. Like it doesn't really seem worth it. You know what I mean? Even if it is the event, it's kind of fun. You sort of want to have like that feeling that you're spending your time in this game and it's worth it. But I don't know. That's just how I personally feel about it. So the other thing, I don't know if I even complained anything about anything there, but one other thing that I want to complain about is the lack of. Oh, sorry. The original point was how 1.0 updates are meant to have like big stuff in them, and obviously Odyssey is a big thing, but that's sort of it. Like, did they really like? Did we really not add trading this update? Like, seriously, they literally posted in some announcements. Like, I'll bring up a photo, like a little GIF saying like wanting to trade Gogeta value 500 for Diablo value 400 or some shit, something like that. Which is like, obviously it's not confirmation or anything, but like surely if you're posting that, they're at least acknowledging that trading will be in the game at some point. Which I mean, it's already acknowledged since exclusives are a thing, limited units are a thing. But it's just like, why wasn't it added this update? I don't understand why they're waiting when there's so many units out there that are tradable. And I think like people will use the excuse of like, oh, people are afraid that there will be like black marketing and people will macro heaps. Dude, it happens anyways. The fact that exclusive units exist in the first place will make this happen. Like, it's not even a point. It's retarded. I don't know why people say that. It's so silly to me. Because like Gogeta's another thing to complain about. Why is Gogeta still available? How the fuck? This guy's genuinely been out since December. Or some shit, right? How many months is that? December, January, February, March, April. Bro, 4 months? It's not even winter. It wasn't, well, it was winter for Americans or whatever when it dropped. But it is no longer winter. Why is it still out? Are we serious? It's retarded, bro. This character's worthless. This character is quite literally worthless when it comes to trading. He might be really good, and he'll probably still be worth a little bit just because of how strong he is. But the amount of Gogetas that actually exists within the game is so ridiculous that I don't think his power will actually match like his value because there's just so many of them and he's so accessible. But yeah, dude, I don't know what will actually happen when trading gets added to this game. I don't really imagine a lot of units being worth a lot just because the nature of how anime tower defense games have become, with obviously people doing a lot of macroing and a lot of running heaps of alt accounts and stuff. Like, there's probably so many people just having like 20 different accounts sitting in an AFK chamber farming presence. Like, the fact that you can do that and get Gogeta from that just even further lowers this guy's value when he finally does become tradable. Because obviously, there's going to be even more of him when that happens. And yeah, apart from that, I think solid update, pretty good. I'd give it like a. I mean, I give it a 9 out of 10. I love Dragon Ball. I love all the characters. I'm interested in the characters. Can't really complain much, bro. The models look nice. The passives are well made. What's there to complain about? Pretty good. Well done, my Vanguard. So let's keep up the good work. Hopefully, this next update they teased Sid. I do not want. Hopefully, it's another like spring. Wait, what season is NA in it? Is it spring? Because we're in autumn in Australia, so I think it would be spring. So let's hope it'll be a spring banner and Sid is the Vanguard or something, and then they add like a bunch of other units because it's just a single Eminence in Shadow update. No, thank you. I like Eminence in Shadow, but as just the focal point of the update, I wouldn't be a fan of it. But yeah, let's hope for that. Yeah, that's Anime Vanguards. Anime World Tower Defense, my favorite tower defense game of all time. Might not seem very believable because I haven't covered it basically at all since the first time, or maybe second time I covered it on this channel. So it's been quite a bit, and there's been a lot of content since I last covered it, so we'll have a lot to go through in this section of the video. But obviously, people already probably know majority of the stuff I'll talk about, so I'll try not to go over it too much and just sort of just give my opinions on it. But I guess we'll start from the very first thing that I haven't covered, and this was the Dragon Ball update. So I think this was the first part of the part 2 or part 3 or something of the New Year's update. I can't really remember the numbers, but it was a pretty good update, I would say. I think I've talked to a bunch of people, and I've really heard I've heard some people like it. I've heard some people don't. I don't really know what the general consensus is. And apparently, people think that all the Dragon Ball updates are somehow like cursed in this game and just are always bad. But I don't know, man. I thought it was fine. I thought the grind was a little bit cancer. But it's like it wasn't too big of a deal. I still don't have, I believe, one unit from the update, which was I don't have two. I haven't gotten Beerus, who's a miracle craft, and I haven't gotten Golden Frieza, which his obtainment is just completely fucking ridiculous. Like, it's ludicrous. So I'm not gonna be going for it. I think for this guy, I just need I just need to get one more run and get this, and then I'll be okay. So I guess we'll start off. So they added this little Whis guy that you talk to, and he basically puts you in a mission that's basically just like a one base plate, and it's just like it's one super boss that he has a bunch of health. You start off with, I think, a bunch of money, so you can upgrade your units. But the essential way of beating this, and he sells your units every once in a while or something. There's plenty of tutorials on how to beat it. It's pretty easy, but I'm pretty sure you will need Gilgamesh for most of the strategies. I don't know if someone's done it without Gilgamesh, probably, but I definitely, Gilgamesh just makes it a fucking a cakewalk. Where is he? Don't know why he's not coming up. There he is. The evolved Gilgamesh. He's quite good, and I think Tristan as well. They're the ones that I used for it, at least, and they were quite effective. You beat it in about maybe 30 seconds, something like that. I think the setup actually takes longer than actually beating the boss, which is kind of retarded. I'm not really a fan of it. So beating the stage, the drops are... Wait, can I actually see, like, if I go Secret Dimension, will it actually... No. It won't come up here. Okay. But the drops are like... There's the Beerus... material that you need to craft, the Destruction Essence, I think it was called. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Destruction Essence, this one. And it only drops one of each time, so it's kind of aids. There's a chance it drops a Dragon Ball, which... For the Dragon Balls, you need all 7. The Dragon Balls, I think, is the rarest drop. And Dragon Balls are scattered around every single Dragon Ball stage in the game. So, for example, if you want to go to... Raid... Where's the Boo one? Boo Raid. Evil Pink Dungeon, here we go. So you can see 1% drop for the Dragon Ball. And you basically need also 1% drop right here as well, you see from this exploding planet. You basically need all 7 to craft to get Frieza, and it's just such a fucking hassle. Because some of these Dragon Ball stages, like for example, I'm pretty sure, does a Dragon Ball actually drop from the Cell stage? C game. It does, right here, right? Yeah. And probably from this stage too, yeah. This stage I fucking hate. When I was new, I hated this stage. This was legit my least favorite Legend stage in the whole game. I'm pretty sure it's a piss take now, but it was super annoying to do at some point. And Cell's really good now, so if you guys looking to get a meta green, he's quite good at the moment. I really like Cell. I really like using him. Without THO. But yeah, so it either drops Dragon Ball, Destruction Essence, or Keys. And now, some of you who already play AWTD might be familiar with the Secret Dimension, where you need keys to access these stages. So, for example, this one specifically, oh my god, bro. Blood Queen, I've done so many runs of this, and I haven't gotten Blood Queen. Like, wait, let me see how many Sombra agents I've gotten. Which I guess, getting Sombra agent now is pretty good, because of what the new Evo, for Sid. Is there a way... I just saw like duplicate summon. Oh, I've only gotten him 3 times, really. Not as much as I thought. But I've cleared the stage a lot. And I've gotten no Blood Queens, and I've sort of just given up on it because you have to do one stage to then get the key drop. And obviously the amount of keys you get is random, and then you actually have to go into this stage and then try to get these drops. And so this one, the Dragon Ball is not that low percent, so it's pretty good. 5% is quite alright. You get Trunks here, you get Pataras to evolve Zamasu, or to craft Zamasu, sorry, Miracle Craft Zamasu, and then these little medals to craft to basically evolve a lot of the Dragon. I've done all of the Dragon Ball units except for Vegeta, so I think I can show you what I mean here. Right here, Z medals. So you need 20, and then I think it's another 30. So you need 50 per character. I've gotten Broly, I've gotten Goku. I don't know if there's any other character that requires them. Not that I can remember. Maybe Frieza does, but I'm not sure. I don't have Frieza. I'm not even going to bother trying. It's too much of a hassle. But yeah, so these characters are all quite good. Goku, for example, insane. This guy, no, what's Konkun? This guy legit does ridiculous damage. He's got like a Karuken ability, which legit increases 100%. Obviously, if you're on Vegeta with him as well, he gets even stronger. He does like, he does disgusting amounts of DPS. Definitely one of the best red units in the game. Maybe even one of the best units in the game, just hands down. I think he's somewhere on the tier list, maybe top. I want to say he's top 10, but maybe not, because he's already like a patch hole. Maybe he's like top 15, give or take. But he's good. He's good. He has a counter as well, so he's meta for stuff like Karumi Raid. Definitely a good unit. Vegeta, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I don't have him. I haven't really talked to anybody who like uses him often, but he just seems sort of like a unit that's there to sort of help out Goku. Broly, really good. Meta green. He's got really interesting functionality where he does more damage with lower stamina, so he actually attacks when he has 0 stamina as well. So you don't need to feed him, which is pretty good. I do like that. And he's got obviously this many evolutions is a bit AIDS to do, but he's definitely worth it. He's super strong. I would definitely recommend going for Broly as well. I think Whis was also Whis is another drop from the stage. Also, you talk to Whis and you get teleported to that base plate stage I was talking about. 7th Angel. He's quite decent. He's quite good. So if you want to try to get him as well, I'm pretty sure he's like a 5% drop, so he's not too low. But I think that basically covers the Dragon Ball update. It wasn't really too much. Just sort of another Secret Dimension to grind. And it's probably out of the updates that I have played, Secret Dimension is probably my least favorite, just because it's just kind of annoying doing one raid and then having to get lucky. Like, even if it's only 40 seconds long, you're still spending a few minutes prepping. And it all just sort of adds up. You know what I mean? Especially when you can only get one of, maybe they changed this, but when I was doing it, you could only get one drop. So you couldn't get, say, a Dragon Ball and the Z medals. You could only get either the Z medals or the Dragon Ball. And say, for example, if you've already gotten the Dragon Ball, if you get the Dragon Ball again, it's just like, you're wasting your time. You know what I mean? You just wasted 2 minutes, which might seem like a lot, but when you're doing it constantly, it drags on. It 100% drags on. And the same thing goes for the Secret Dimension. You can only either get one of these things. You can't get a Trunks and then get 5 Pataras. You either get one or the other. And it's kind of annoying. But it's like, it's not too bad. The raid's also easy. Just use Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh just fucks this whole game completely. He's a beast. But that's just a Dragon Ball update. You know, if I had to rate it, I'd give it like an 8. I don't know. I didn't hate it. I thought the units were cool. I thought they were good, which was the main thing that mattered. But yeah, the second update they dropped was the April Fool's event, the Island of Snipers. Now, this event, the event itself is quite unique in where you actually need it, or you can only bring rare units to place down here, apart from obviously worker units like Oshi and stuff. But you can this raid, it was pretty confusing at the time, but once people figured out, you legit just get this guy, rare plus fucking DO, and you can make it insane macro pretty easily and get it done in like a night or two. This got restocked. I believe so. You can get 500 rerolls here. Pretty good, man. If you haven't done this, you definitely should. The units, however, Usopp, quite good. I'm a fan of him. I like that he has like infinite range, sort of like Tristan. I don't have tier 4 on him, so I think he might be a little bit worse for me because I've got tier 2. But he's still a competent unit. I like his categories. I like his lead up. He's a good unit. I like his like yellow typing. He's nice. Toru, I think, is pretty good. Bocce the Rock. Is that her name? Bocce? I think that's her name. She's Power Crypt Kisuke, so Kisuke is no longer the best unit to run in Infinites for buffing, because he does 250%, 2.5% buff. She also does that, but she also is like a full AoE unit that applies certain debuffs every time she attacks. I think it's a random chance. I don't know if it actually says... Can apply 4 different notes with different... And these notes are just debuffs. So it's essentially just 3 debuffs. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Definitely, this is a must-have, I would say. Vending Machine is probably the most must-have out of all of these characters, though. This character is quite literally game-changing, and the fact that they made them limited is kind of upsetting to me, because people coming into this game, once this character is gone, you're playing a different game. Because this guy in Progressives, he gives so much food as a first placement that you don't have to buy food ever again. You can legit place him down, and you will never have to click the buy food button ever again. He's insane. He's so crazy. This is, if you're going to get anything, definitely get him. I think these guys are all from like maybe last year's April Fools, so I'm not really sure. I got all of them. I've evolved this guy's Blessing's pretty cool, but I don't think they're any good. I think this one does Tamer buff. Maybe this guy does Tamer as well, so maybe they're okay. But yeah, obviously rerolls, miracle shards, gold, all very useful stuff. If I had to rate on the snipers, I mean the event itself was alright, but the units like vending machine, the fact that vending machine exists as a unit, stellar, bro. I don't know, I'll give it like a 8 out of 10 as well. Fuck it. Just because of vending machine and how fucking crazy that character is. Like, it genuinely changes the game. Like, in a sense, it sort of annoys me because, like, this game's feed mechanic is definitely very unique. Like, no other tower defense game has that. And this character sort of removes that, like, factor from the equation of this game. But they're just so good that I don't even want to complain about it. And now, finally, the last update that they dropped was meant to be sort of the evolutions update. So we got one of my favorite units, probably my, do I want to say current favorite? This LR++ Gojo. I've got a skin on him. Let me just put on the default so you guys can see. It's from the Gojo versus Sukuna fight. This character is so fucking dope, dude. I love this guy. He raises attack. He's got superpower. He literally like has like a bunch of passives in game after like a certain amount of time has passed. So he has immortal, which means he can't be like, you know how some bosses sell your units at a certain point, like maybe they hit a HP requirement or something. This guy doesn't. He doesn't get sold. He's too much of a goat for that. But you can legit here resist each adaptation will provide additional abilities. So after 300 seconds of the game, increase 25% attack, reduce cooldown of void domains to 35% usable 3 times. So that's his time stop. Quite good. I think time stops for 30 seconds, I believe, which is quite good. Can I actually see? Increases become immortal. So yeah, immortal and unlock Big Bang Violet. So Big Bang Violet, it's like it's a nuke. And you can legit use I think you can only use it while the void domain is active. And dude, this character, like his cutscenes look really nice. But I don't play this game with cutscenes on very often. Like I turned them on just to see what's going on, and it looked pretty good. But turning it off and seeing like the domain and seeing him like legit fly into the sky and doing the fucking massive like hollow purple nuke, like dude, that shit is so fucking cool, bro. I love it. It's probably my favorite unit at the moment. I love it, dude. I can't get over it. He's too cool. His model looks fucking beautiful. Obviously I had the skin on him before, but this just it's stellar. I think his blessing looks kind of pretty good as well. I don't really like the little text bubble with the Nard Wind text bubble, but other than that, like, it's pretty nice, dude. Gojo's always a really cool character to get in these tower defense games because his effects always will definitely look cool. And this guy's cutscenes definitely do not disappoint, I'll tell you that. They fucking cooked with that. Another character that added in here was Miracle Craft Sukuna. Very nice model. I will not lie, guys. I actually have not used him yet because I haven't gotten any good trait on him. I've gotten him, But no traits, unfortunately. I will get back maybe. I'm sure he's good. I'm sure he's top tier. And he's definitely look at this passive, bro. So much fucking shit going on here. I bet he's fucking sick. But obviously I can't really comment too much because no trait. And I probably will. I definitely will get him to divine or treasure or whatever his best trait is eventually. Because it's Sukuna. He's a pretty cool unit. But yeah, not really much to say here, unfortunately. Another unit they added, Sid, really, really strong. He's raid. By the way, the new raids that they added, so you actually have to talk to Gojo and Sukuna here to do the current, like, so if you talk to Gojo, you'll fight Sukuna. If you talk to Sukuna, you'll fight Gojo. These raids, people have figured out how to beat them pretty easily, but they're really cool raids. I'm pretty sure these are, do I want to say that they're ultra bosses? Because they added a new sort of type of boss, because obviously we have super bosses now, I've got ultra bosses. These guys basically have like a bunch of different phases and a bunch of different armors that you have to break. Very cool stuff. All the, like, this guy legit pops the fucking domain expansion on you, both of them do. Like, it's all dope, dude. I think the gimmick here, he like attacks through units, so you have to have like auto feed on, or you have to, obviously vending machine just completely makes that just irrelevant. Since you'll constantly be getting and obviously the auto feed button, you will just constantly be getting food. It won't be anything. It won't be a problem at all. But if your character is running, every time he attacks, the food bar is treated as sort of a health bar. So when it reaches 0, your unit gets sold instantly once Sukuna has hit them enough times. And he obviously has like these summons. He summons all the shadows from Megumi's side, obviously because this is the Megkruna, I'm pretty sure. And Gojo. Honestly, Gojo was just pretty easy. I think he just time stops you, and if you don't beat him fast enough, he just kills you. But it's pretty cool stuff. Like, it's dope. I really enjoyed fighting it. It's cool to see some of the effects and stuff that they've implemented, and obviously the units like Gojo. I love using this guy. The fact that he's blue as well. The only current blue like top 10 unit was Tristan, and I like Tristan, but this guy is just. I'm so glad that they made him blue because he's so fucking cool. I love him. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, and then the Sid raid, the only thing with this is you can only attempt it every 6 hours. So in 10 minutes. Once you beat it, if you beat it, it's a very difficult raid. I think legit a lot of people can join it. I had 17 people when I did it, and we beat it pretty easily. I think just because we had a lot of high levels, but a lot of good units, people running. We didn't have any really like sort of lower level, because this is definitely like a end game content kind of thing. Once you beat it, you do get the drop guaranteed. The only thing is it spawns every 6 hours, and it's not even a guaranteed spawn, which I think is really fucking retarded. Like, you wait 6 hours. Well, not obviously you're not waiting 6 hours, but you know what I mean. Like, you're ready to play it, and then there's a 50% chance that it doesn't spawn. It's just sort of a buzzkill. Not really a fan of that. But obviously Sid, very strong. I think he's got he's got a lot of abilities, a lot of nukes. Very cool unit. Very, very cool unit. Definitely deserved. I was expecting a Sun Jin Woo rework this update, but I think all he got this update was a nerf. Or his summoners in general just got nerfed. So I think that sort of hurt him a bit. But maybe he'll get reworked next update, which I definitely will cover. I'm back on the grind, so I will cover it when that drops. But this update, like... Oh, they also added, like... Wait. They buffed a bunch of old Battle Pass units. I don't have, unfortunately. They added a Ryuko Evo. Haven't gotten it yet. And they've added a Shinra from Fire Force Evo, which I also haven't gotten, as you see. So I'm not really sure about them, but Shinra's probably... I'll probably end up getting both of them because I love just getting every sort of unit in this game. Yeah, man. Very keen for the next update. I'm very keen because I've sort of already done most of the stuff on this one. I've gotten all the units I've really liked, but just playing this game is just a joy. I love this game so much, and I hope that they continue to make consistent good updates, like they have been, like I have been seeing from them. So yeah, that's Anime What's How Defense covered. Oh, rating 9 out of 10, just because of how fucking goated the Gojo and the Sukuna raids are, and how goated Gojo is as a character. But yeah, 9 out of 10, there you go. It's probably my favorite out of the 3. And let's move on to Anime Adventures. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very long episode of current state of anime tower defense games on Roblox. I did not realize that I would talk about AWTD for so long. And obviously, the anime adventures and reborn sections were obviously really long as well. Lots to be said there, lots to discuss. But yeah, reborn probably won't be in the next episode because, like I said in the beginning of this video, game's dead. Don't play it. Let's hope it just dies and withers away to 0 players or shuts down or something. Because they made their bank. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to call it a day, guys, when the game's already just complete giga slop. AA will probably keep it in until something good happens, maybe, hopefully. And as for the 4th game, yeah, just let me know if maybe I try ALS, maybe we'll try some other different game. Maybe I even do ABA. I don't know. I would definitely want to make some more ABA content on the channel because that's my favorite game on Roblox probably ever. Probably the one I put the most time into as well. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this very long video, if you've made it to the end, that's insane. Thank you for watching this whole thing somehow. And yeah, have a good day or night, and yeah, see yous.